guys, what's going on? Setting the volume here real quick. Good to see you. So you got a couple people in the house. Still like crazy. What is this, like my 5th live stream maybe? And let me know. We had some problems yesterday. It seems to be like a hit or a miss with the audio. Like, let me know if my audio is choppy or not. Yeah, that was kind of a bummer yesterday, but if it is, I apologize. I'm not really sure how to fix it thus far, because I didn't really change anything, but, yeah, let me know, and then, we're gonna get started with the, some Ren and Stimpy stuff, because I'm gonna kind of head back to that, like, grotesque route for this one day, because I think a lot of people, I had so many people ask about this Ren and Stimpy one, so I thought might as well give everybody a treat, kind of go from there. But let me know if this sounds good, and let's run it. So we got ZBrush open. This is going to be what we're making, or at least we're going to attempt to make it, and I think I'm going to be taking a different approach to the usual style. Oh, voice is cut off. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what it says my voice should be good. I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I... Gotcha. Okay, sounds crackling. Is it the, what's going on? Is the music crackling or just my voice? So I'll pause the music. Music is echoing. Okay. Alright, music's off. Is that good? Or is my voice still crackling? I've had that crackle sound before. Interesting. I think maybe if we go to the filters here, noise suppression. All right, let me know if this works. I'm gonna turn some stuff off. I feel like we gotta keep the limiter on. Maybe that works. Maybe this works. Maybe not. I'm just like turning off and on like different plugins that I have in my voice. I mean, AB186, is that, you mean yes, and like I fixed it or not? If not, I'll just have to keep going. Maybe I'll mute myself. Is that like too annoying while talking? If it's like this, apologies that it's taken forever here, but right. Out of 10, it's like a 3. Yikes. Okay. Right on. Well, I'll try to fix that stuff in the background for the next one. I don't know what's going on. There's distortion in the bottom sound. It cracks. Got it. I wonder if I see if I can look that up. OBS Studio Audio Crackling. Might have something to do with like a USB port or something. It actually looks like it might be like a USB issue. Sending too much info over the USB, I guess it looks like. Oh, maybe I have to lower the resolution of my, I guess it's saying stream maybe? Right. Cable, desktop disabled, cable. Yeah, well, either way, so I guess I'll ask one more time. You think I should just, for this stream specifically, should I mute my audio and just have music playing, or should I just like let the crackling go on? I'm not sure how annoying it is, but let me know. I can mute myself and then just have music playing, or it's up to you guys. But in any case, I can just probably start. Alright, cool. Continue speaking. Gotcha, okay. So we're in ZBrush here, you guys can see, and again, apologies for the the crazy audio stuff going on, because we had this problem yesterday, I believe. I guess that's just me being new to streaming, but we should be able to recover. So I think for this, I'm just gonna like focus on making the general shape here. I think that's the best way we can do this. I'm gonna go to the side view and let's see what we got here. Actually, the main, let's see if we can make just a general shape here. And I think I want to use the trim lasso, yeah. I'm just trying to get a good trim here. And again, this is just like a really basic. What up, Philip? Appreciate that, Patrick. Thank you so much for the support and rocking with me, guys, even though the audio kind of sucks. But yeah, thank you guys a lot for bearing with me. I owe y'all one. Again, just really basic blocking out of shapes here. As I drink the morning coffee. Patrick, isn't it like really late where you are? You're in Japan, I thought. Let's see here. crazy. I just woke up. Well, an hour ago. Hour and a half, 2 hours actually. Alright, also, so I'm not going to run this music through like your guys' interface, but if I play this like this, hopefully that doesn't cost too much. Wait, you guys say the sound is good now? Alright, that actually could have given me some good info. Like, if you're saying the sound is actually good now, my camera I just turned off. And so that, I guess that means maybe I'm drawing too much power from the USB, which is interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'd rather have good sound and not show my face, I guess, while I'm right here. I guess there's not much of a purpose, but awesome. Alright, that answered some questions. That is very interesting. I guess that means I can play the music through the computer now. 1 second. Is that good now, or is that too loud? Let me know. Dope, dope, dope! Appreciate that, guys. Thank you, Raul. Definitely means a lot, and glad we can actually get some music going here. So, this is this week's playlist, by the way. What's up, Jackson? Sound is great today. Appreciate that. It was not great like 5 minutes ago. We just diagnosed the problem, I think. If I have the camera going at the same time, the audio gets glitchy, so it looks like I'm drawing too much power from the computer, I guess. So I gotta figure out what to do there. Got some distortion here.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have some music like old times.
Yeah, this one's definitely going to be a little tricky. It's going to take, and I think the trickiest part is just finding this bass shape. Everything else I think should be pretty easy. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. I might actually just give it a little bit more geometry. Let's boost this from 32 to 64. But after we get this main piece, I think it should honestly be pretty easy. Oh, what's up, Jackson? That's, I know, it seems like a pretty popular issue, looking at some forums online, so unfortunately, yeah, I guess it does come down to like a power issue or like drawing too much power. I think in my case, it might be the USB. I don't know if it's the power supply or what, but...
The melody on the organ.
Yes, this is such a weird shape.
can keep the dollar, I just want your 2 cents. I don't wanna follow how I feel like your bitch. Just sit back, that's on my OA. Had to find a new way, had to been on a plane. Yeah, we went to the beach, but we had no money. It's so hot, no, it's never gets sunny. Yeah, what I did, sun down till the sun up. Why didn't they tell me this ain't the drum of the run on? He showed me the Smith and Wesson. my life's been dirty. Clean jeans, I've been on a white Ferrari. They've been throwing muscles, so Somali. They've been hoping I would never make it to the party. Yeah, my life's been dirty. Clean jeans, I've been on a white Ferrari. They've been throwing muscles, so Somali. They've been hoping I would never make it to the party. Every time I go out and I think about the times that I leave.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever spent this much time on like the base mesh of something. This almost looks like a weird illusion of drawing this in 2D might be a lot easier than kind of crafting this in 3D, but you know, spend some more time on it. I think I'm getting there.
Yeah, my life's been dirty. Clean jeans, I've been on a white Ferrari. They've been throwing muscles, so Somali. They've been hoping I would never make it to the party. Yeah, my life's been dirty. Clean jeans, I've been on a white Ferrari. They've been throwing muscles, so Somali. They've been hoping I would never make it to the party. Yeah, my life's been dirty. Clean jeans, I've been on a white Ferrari. They've been throwing muscles, so Somali. They've been hoping I would never make it to the party. Yeah, my life's been dirty. Clean jeans, I've been on a white Ferrari. They've been throwing muscles, so Somali. They've been hoping I would never make it to the party.
What's up, Jackson? Appreciate the follow for like this whole time. No, this is my 100% job, so I'm full freelance. A lot of my work consists of like still illustration stuff for ads. Done stuff for like Adidas, Reebok, Crocs, Microsoft. So it's really stuff that I don't even post on Instagram because I can't even. None of it really goes with the aesthetic. The Instagram stuff is just to get the skills improving. You know, get people looking at the account, you know, finding my work. But, you know, as far as the monetary stuff, you know, it's kind of spread between a lot of client work. I do classes, sell 3D products like HDRI packs, and yeah, but on the daily, I'm kind of making stuff like this, which is pretty fun. And I might stop making this shape soon because I'm getting tired of it and won't even get to work on client work later. I kind of like that last one. Let me run that back. But yeah, that's pretty much the vibe. And I feel like with this render specifically, I feel like it's, you know, this is gonna be grotesque and stylistic, so yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna want to, you know, even if it's off a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember me doing the grotesque series. Like, it's gonna look pretty botched either way, so I'm not too worried about stuff looking crazy. This mouth does not need to be that big. Okay, I think the teeth will help and stuff. What's up, Aremia? Yes, I actually went to Savannah College of Art and Design, SCAD, in Atlanta, Georgia. But I actually went for film, so I didn't even go for motion media or 3D or anything like that. So I had a film degree, so that's why I guess my knowledge was more so in lighting and composition and stuff like that, which I guess paved the way. But I think this is good for now. I'm gonna work on the gums. Like, I'm definitely fine with this. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll come together. Maybe not. So I think first I'm just gonna draw the gum lines here. And just make sure my brush has auto back-facing mask. There we go. And I'll be able to separate these gums later, even though I don't know if it'll be necessary. Let's see here. dynamesh them, and then we can kind of finesse these guys a little bit. And this part's kind of just about having fun doing whatever. So let's see. These are the kind of stylistic changes I kind of make when making these things. Like, yeah, some of these things technically don't kind of appear how they do in the frame, but, you know, if our goal is to make it look as botched as possible, I feel like this is totally warranted. And you are correct, Jackson. Absolutely. What's up, Cellular Shy? I would say, as far as my 3D career goes, I started pretty much afraid of modeling in any capacity, so I started I got down my lighting and texturing down before anything, which is why, you know, a huge body of my work from the beginning was like abstract, because I was like, oh, this looks sweet, this looks realistic, but it's abstract. And then I kind of got into like hard surface modeling and you know, modeling stuff like products and stuff like that. Got that down to the point where I could make, you know, things that were pretty much basic shapes, whether that's like lotion bottles or like cans or anything like that. And then I got to volume modeling when like R20, I believe, came out with like volume modeler, volume mesher, builder, all that. But I was still confined to anything pretty crazy. And then I think a year ago I picked up ZBrush, and I was definitely scared because I can't draw for shit, and I thought that was going to be a lot like drawing, so I was like, why even try? But I tried it, and I realized I had nothing to do with drawing, and, you know, I kind of got it down, and yeah, just kind of, it's been like a year. And I think sculpting definitely, I like the workflow more. I'm able to kind of lose myself, and especially with the like renders like this, there's no right or wrong way. Like as crazy as it looks, that's great. So I'm kind of just having fun with it, seeing where it goes, and yeah, that's hopefully that answers your question to a certain degree. Right now I'm gonna botch these gums a little bit. Take like a maybe one of these elements. So typically how I do these guys is I'll just kind of like no right or wrong way. And eventually I'll actually disable the active symmetry because, you know, we don't want these gums should actually not be that symmetrical. And I'll actually do that right now. So maybe I'll blur some of that stuff, soften it, and then use the flate brush, and then it'll kind of give this illusion of these things being really swollen, and I think that's what we're going for. Yeah. You can already see it coming together a little bit, I think, which is kind of cool. So, Jackson, of course, always good to train the language. I'm actually trying to learn Spanish. It's not really going that well. I'm gonna swollen these guys up a little bit. And I guess while I'm here, I can actually just add some of these eyes. And by some of these, I mean 2 eyes. Just gonna insert a sphere. And specifically with these guys, just pretty much like that. Yeah, that should be, for the most part, good. I'm gonna take the lasso and actually, this is how I'll create that eyelid kind of. Yeah, man, cellular, it's I feel like I feel like no matter what you're doing, if you're putting, a few hours a day, in this case the dailies, I mean, you've seen how long even this one's taking me. Once a day for a whole year, I feel like you'll kind of get to the point where you're decently good at really anything. I think it just comes down, people get so discouraged so easily. So I think it's just, by putting in that effort, that time, I'll bump this resolution up. But I have so many friends who have wanted to get into 3D, and actually, or they're not even 3D artists, they're maybe 2D illustrators or graphic designers, who they get so bent out of shape after like a week of not either improving or not getting, big on Instagram or whatever. But it's just, I've been doing this for like 6 years at this point, maybe, like the 3D stuff, maybe 5 years. But people think this stuff happens overnight, which is it's just not the case. A lot of people think of stuff as like too long-term, or like they look at the long-term goal and just expect that without setting smaller goals. AB, I definitely have thought about that. I very well might. I definitely thought of putting out something like that. Because it is true, I think a lot of people have a tough time kind of visualizing, goals and success and how long certain stuff takes, not just like the physical workload of 3D, but but that's a good idea, man. Alright, so now, I think what I'm gonna do is just try to draw in this nose thing, whatever this is. Actually, I think that can be symmetry for now. Drawing this outline. What's up, man? Jackson. I actually use one of the ones for most of my renders. I use one of the ones from version 1 of the HDRI pack, which seems a little bit contradictory since most of them seem to be in a studio quality. But I noticed one of the ones I just have a favorite of one of mine. One of the HDRIs, my first pack. But I do use, a decent bit from each one, yes. I think it might be time to start adding some teeth. Hell yeah. I think for that, I'm just going to start with a sphere. This is where it gets fun. So I'm probably going to make a folder named teeth. Maybe top teeth, like teeth, top. Cellular, yeah, I think I wouldn't even say that you need to learn lighting and texturing first by any means. I think if anything, it's the other way around. I think I had an unorthodox approach to everything, and just so happened that I think I came with a background of lighting because I was in the film industry. But you know, I wouldn't. If you're interested in ZBrush for the most part, I would start learning that. It just comes down to being able to do certain things. So like, once I got the hang of ZBrush, I could pretty much do everything else since I knew lighting and texturing, so I didn't have to worry about that. But you know, for foundation purposes, you know, you need a model. You need to. So by all means, if that's what you're interested in the most, I would kind of run with that. I think it's whatever you are interested in the most. If you're interested in texturing, start with abstract, just make random shapes and try to get certain textures down. If lighting is your thing, maybe start downloading like test scenes and light your stuff. And if you're interested in ZBrush and modeling, learn that. And then just buy like HDRIs maybe, or certain ways to light it. Okay, what am I doing here? Getting distracted. Of course, we're gonna need to Dynamesh all this stuff. And this is kind of the fun part where there's no real right or wrong answer. I'm still getting used to this thing. I guess it's... Okay, I guess that's right. Okay. Yeah, that makes no sense to me. But, like, I've been trying to use this tool for so long now, and I'm still baffled by how this doesn't seem to work. So if I do the outside, it doesn't work. What if I do this? It doesn't work. Makes zero sense. Right. Okay, so... Bear with me, guys. This is a learning process. Maybe this? Oh, no. You know what? When in doubt, mask lasso. Let me go split unmasked parts. And we can just delete this guy. Oh, I see. Yeah, it gives you that weird curved result. Well, we'll deal with it. Just like every other program, there's ways to do everything. Give these guys some detail. And again, this is the part where you can kind of just go crazy with it, you know? Like this, there's no right or wrong answer. It's like as bosh as you can make it, that's it. Gonna duplicate this tooth. This is the thing, just kind of making your own jags. Like this is where like you don't have to, you know, take the reference too seriously. You kind of just make whatever looks right in the moment. And a lot of times I'll just inflate certain gums around the teeth, so it just looks a little bit more infected and gross, and that's kind of what we're going for. We had this one, see, like this tooth right here, this is like not even part of the reference, but you know, I feel like it adds some just weird stuff going on here.
trust my
One looks really botched. Try to add some shape to this thing. I think sometimes if you droop the guns down like this far, it makes it look super like aimed, so it's kind of fun. And 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. I'm just getting a drink real quick. Alright, what's up, guys? So let me know if I just restarted this like video card or like the camera card. Let me know if there is a glitch again with the audio, or you can hear me plus the audio and see me. Yeah, that's gonna be a huge thing here. So let me know. Works. Yes. Okay. So we're good. Y'all can see me. Y'all can hear me. We're good. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, I unplugged one of my drives actually, so I guess I was running too much power from the USB stuff. I don't know what song this is, but. Let me see. I'm gonna have to grab one thing to eat real quick and I'll be right back, but it's good we fixed the sound. So I'll be right back. I just shoved a protein bar in my mouth, but I'm gonna Uber eat something real quick. What are we feeling? This is my this week's playlist song, or this week's playlist batch of music from Spotify, and I'm actually really liking it. Usually I get a few songs I like, but it's been good. I gotta figure out what to Uber Eats here. I'm trying to get something somewhat healthy. Nothing too crazy. Pizza, man. Oh, it's still the morning. I do like pizza. However, I'm almost thinking like Chick-fil-A. Like, is there anything healthy from Chick-fil-A? Maybe like a deluxe chicken sandwich or something like that. Grilled chicken club meal. I could do that. That's what we going with. Ramen. Dude, y'all are hitting me with like the dinner vibes. Choose your option. Meal sides. Two waffle fries. And then beverage, I'm just gonna run like a and placing the order. Sorry guys, I had to go Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry. Ramen not for the win this time. Tonight maybe.
I'd sit there in the sun of the things I like about you. I'd sing my songs and
Good. Got a protein bar.
find they lead to you.
And we good to go.
But most of all, I'd like you to be
I'm still gonna turn this light off. You can see me, but it's just too bright.
and I just
So I gotta find something less lyrics. It's more chill. Okay. So we're here. Anybody have any questions? Think we're good to go? Damn, there's like a big ass black tooth on the bottom. That's kind of crazy. But I think what we're gonna do is, screw it. I'll just duplicate this guy. I guess we'll move this guy to the bottom. So essentially, I don't really, I'm just kind of placing these on the bottom gum. I'm not worrying about if I'm placing them in the grooves or anything. I'll kind of fix that later. So yeah, just kind of basic, you know, deformations of these teeth. And again, this is, if you're going to do any kind of stylistic change, it's going to be in the elements like this, like the teeth. Let's duplicate that. This one's very long. Alright, not crazy about this song. It was kind of catchy. Good to go. Like you can see, we can like recycle a lot of these teeth, and it's totally chill. I'm actually gonna duplicate this guy. I'm gonna have to really modify this tooth. This is like the big guy. Dexter's Lab. Yeah, what should I, what are you thinking? And last tooth. And I think we can just mess with these gums now. What do you think? I think that's looking pretty good. A little bit less space in between some of these teeth than the reference, but I'm definitely okay with that. I think we need the tongue. Maybe we can get stylistic with the tongue. Let's see. Yes, this does look horror. The tongue, I'm not sure what I'm doing with yet, but it kind of looks kind of cool. Oh, way too much going on here. Love this playlist. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, and then I guess the next thing would be, I guess let's make the neck. Should be pretty easy. I'm just gonna do Sculptress Pro Snake Head, or Snake Hook. Oh, do not want symmetry. Alright, I think the next thing, I guess I'll add some these like wrinkle lines, but maybe add some more wrinkle lines. And then the ear, we have an ear here, so, interesting shape. I think what I'm gonna do is go insert sphere, one of these guys, one of these guys, dynamesh that. Then, actually. Oops. Be able to just I know, right? It does look kind of disturbing. No textures applied. These are the kind of renders where the geometry almost is like part of the texture, so yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Pretty excited for this one. And then for the hairs, I'm just gonna do simple cylinder. Appreciate the guys that are sticking with me this whole time. It's been a minute. This stream has been going on for some time, so I appreciate the love here. You know what? I think I can. I'll try to keep the stream as long as I can. I'll do maybe some texturing, set up the lighting, but yeah, we're getting there. I appreciate that, Marvin. Thanks for following and all the positive feedback. My food is on the way, so I'm excited about that. Might have to post a little something to Instagram real quick. I'm gonna do a little story. Let's see. I'm just so glad we got this thing working, like the stream, the audio, everything. We diagnosed the problem on the fly, so hell yeah. Good. Alright, the song's a little bit boring, so we're gonna keep... Oh, it restarted. I would say, Marvin, I've been sculpting. I mean, the first time I ever tried sculpting was a year ago, pretty much to date, maybe a little bit more than a year ago, but for the first few months I was kind of on and off. I'd say 6 months of hardcore, just, trying to sculpt stuff, starting with cartoon characters, getting down the basics, seeing what everything does. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's like fairly simple, navigating through the UI. Once you kind of get it, becomes like second nature. Oops. Right now I'm just gonna add some like jaggedy holes into certain teeth just by increasing the intensity of brush that I have. You can see how some of these brushes work really well with just adding that one layer that you need. Thank you for caring about my food delivery. I got a notice that said it was on its way, so yeah. But I think right now, and you guys might be very upset with me if I do this, but I'm gonna do it to save time. I'm just gonna bump this out as a Dynamesh. I'm not gonna read to apologize, none of that for this one. But I believe I can rely on my hardware to be able to render out some stuff here. And it won't be too, even though this is like a very dense project. Actually, no, we could probably cut down the polygons on some of the stuff. So let's go. I'm gonna save this. And I'm just gonna go geometry, Z remesher. Let's go half, keep creases. Let's see what happens. Yep. And I think that's fine. And then this main guy right here, let's try and do the same thing. So kill, adapt, half, keep creases, and Z remesher. This has got 411,000, so we're hoping to go around 100,000, 200,000 at least, while keeping that detail, because that's really the main thing I care about here. And that'll speed up the rendering process a decent bit. So we're at 411,000. Let's see. Oh, 123. Not bad. And we still got all this geometry. So I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. And we could go through and do all the teeth. I will do this guy because there's pretty much no detail. So we're going from 31,000 to, yeah, 15,000. 50,000 all the way to that's not bad. We can even go more with that. And then these guys for sure. And the little teeth like this, I mean, I'm not really tripping over this stuff. Tongue we can probably do just once. Yeah. And I'm good with this. If we can stick below 500,000 polygons, I think we're good. I'm gonna bump this up. Yeah, so Marvin, pretty much what I just did was kind of show you what's going on here. So essentially, when I sculpted these things, I was in a mode called Dynamesh, which gives you a really high polygon count. And the reason that's helpful is because when you're sculpting and you make some big changes like this, you're stretching out the polygons, and that's generally not a good thing like that. So what you can do is just remesh them on the fly, just like that, which is good. But when you export, you don't need all this information, all this geometry, other than areas of detail. So what I was kind of doing was retopologizing, and you're able to kind of take away like half the amount of resolution while keeping all the detail, and that's just going to help us later. Because look, for instance, look at this mesh right here versus this. Much less dense, especially something like this with pretty much no detail. I was able to get that down. So if you see up here, we went from almost 1 million polygons to less than 500,000, and it just, you know, or when you're rendering and you're adding textures, stuff can get kind of slow. So the more you can kind of compress, it's like compressing a JPEG. Polygons are essentially resolution of 3D objects. So if you think of resolution of a picture, the less resolution, the blurrier the image, the less amount of polygons, the less detail. So each of these squares is a polygon, these tiny squares. Hope that makes sense. For sure, man. Glad I could help. All right, so we're gonna switch to cinema now, and this is kind of the fun part, I guess. In fact, this is definitely the fun part. So I'm gonna open up cinema, and I'm gonna switch to the left screen. I guess I'm there now. Dope. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this guy. Where is my
Come along,
food?
children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old times.
We're gonna go Ren Stimpy Gross. Open up this guy. Hopefully this should open up, and you can see all these subtools that I did a terrible job naming. And it looks like we got everything we needed. So it's looking good. Some of the teeth have high resolution, some have low, like these guys are low. But this will be fun to texture. So I'm gonna hop this guy in. I think for something like this, I want to be in a decently long lens. Let's get the bounding boxes here. And generally, first I like to get my composition going. And kind of see. I'm just debating if I want to be on any type of axis or if I want him looking straight. This could be good for now. I'm gonna save this. And I think we should be good to go. So I'm gonna grab an Octane Live Viewer window, drag this over here, I guess. And the food is about to be dropped off. Hell yeah. Crap. So let's see what we got here. Not bad, but lots of work to be done. Let's go to these settings. Let's go from direct lighting, do path tracing. Again, I'm not trying to explain too much as this isn't like an official tutorial or anything. So I'm just trying to bump out the daily, and it's already noon, and I need to get to client work. But this looks cool. And I'm gonna go to one of my HDRIs, and if I open the content browser, you'll be able to see. Typically I'm using my parking deck 01 that I shot. And if you guys don't realize, let me change this song here a little bit. And if you guys don't know, I'm sure everyone who's watching this probably knows I got HDRI packs and stuff, but if you go over here and go to my references here, I have a store where I sell some HDRI packs and stuff. So I'm generally using one of these guys, but the one I'm using today will be from this pack. So a bunch of different lighting conditions, gives you cool reflections, all that stuff. And that's just Patrick4D.store. Little product placement there. And we can kind of drag this one right here. And we can see already we're getting some decent reflections. Or not reflections, there's nothing being reflected. But I'm gonna get rid of the background and kind of push this up. First thing, I'm gonna go to my Octane camera tag, camera imager, highlight compression to 1. Gonna get more latitude there, maybe increase the brightness a little bit. And the magic happens when I kind of revolve this HDRI and boost it up. So you can kind of see this is how we get all those disgusting looking details to pop. So again, this is just using one of my HDRIs. And you know, as you kind of push the HDRI, it'll get a little bit grainier, so you might have to add a couple samples. I'll go to 50. That's good for me now. And maybe 100. Get some more detail in there. But you can see lighting is like half the battle. So if you can get yourself a good HDRI, you know, if I were to post this, people would be like, whoa, that looks kind of cool, just because we got some nice details, and the details in the meshes and the geometry are starting to pop. And yeah, I'm gonna cut corners again in this live stream because I've made some preset materials in Octane. I'm not gonna make everything from scratch, so but you'll get to see kind of how I apply them and stuff. We got the subject here, all these teeth. I'm gonna group the teeth into a null and just call that teeth, because these will be textured exactly the same. So first, I'm going to go to my open live DB or whatever. I'm going to go down to my, I think I made one of these things for teeth, this guy, even though it doesn't say it. I'm going to download that, and I'll just give you a breakdown of the node structure, I guess, real quick. And so, it's pretty simple. Just a, we actually only need one of these active, I guess. Essentially just a regular material, a specular with some scattering, and a float. and just like an image texture, giving it some. Okay, chill on that song. And yeah, so this is there's going to be a little bit of texture detail in here. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to drag this guy on my teeth. And you can see already we're getting some nice results, but I'm going to take this and take the UVW, because we didn't assign any kind of UV coordinates or anything to cubic, and that'll generally place the details of this teeth in a better formation. And the last thing I'll do is I'm going to go to my transmission, drag a node, a mix texture, with the bottom color being pure white, because we don't want anything to change there. And then the top, let's duplicate that to be black. And you will see why in a second. So automatically it's going to give you kind of this weird color here, but we want the cracks to be filled with a dirt node. In a dirt node, you can kind of think of as like an occlusion kind of thing. Anything with like cracks somewhere, you're going to get some darker colors. So if I were to just change the radius, or if I were to just boost up this thing here and mess with the radius, now we're getting like in the very deep cracks, maybe a little bit of black, but if I increase this, we're getting really dark colors into that crevice. So that's essentially what we're getting there. So if I boost the detail up to like 10 maybe, take down the radius, you can kind of meet in the middle. So however much you want to get kind of crazy here. And then just kind of playing with these values. Again, we're getting towards the bottom of these things. As things touch these areas, you're going to get kind of weird black crevices, which is what we want. So the grosser this looks, I think in our case, the better. So we can keep that there for now. We can just keep going. And definitely don't be afraid to go a little bit crazy on the yellows here. Like if I wanted to make this thing, see, there's barely any yellow. There's just a little bit more yellow. Darken that a little bit. Okay, no, that's way too dark. And then let's scale the displacement down to like 1. We don't need that much detail. But I guess his teeth looking kind of wet and gross in these parts. Looks kind of dope. I'm happy with that. I'll mess with it later maybe. I'm going to lock the camera's position because I always forget to do that just in case we mess up. And I created another preset material, I believe, for tongue. So I'm going to get that out real quick. And then the tongue material, a little bit more complex, just a bunch of image textures kind of scattered throughout this thing. And you can kind of see what's going on here. That's tongue texture, which actually looks pretty decently close to the reference already, so I'm not mad at that. I'm just going to maybe kill the float here so more light can pass through. And maybe take the displacement at bump map. And I think that should be, for the most part, good. See where this displacement's falling. Yep, looks fine. Maybe boost the, there we go. And I'm happy with that. And let me know if you guys like this kind of longer form tutorial, or not tutorial, I guess, stream, because I'm kind of just making it in front of you guys. Yeah, hope you guys like this so far. What I'm going to do actually is going to take the, food's here. Hello? Yeah, can you sign him up? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So I just sent the food up, so food's on its way up. What I'm going to do next is, I think for the gums, I'm going to literally duplicate the teeth material, and you'll see in a second. I'm just going to type gums, apply it to the gums. Again, you can see this is just disgusting. And then all we have to do is, okay, glad you guys are liking this so far. All we have to do with the gum texture is just change this from yellow to red. And kind of the redder they are, the more they look kind of inflamed and bloody. And I guess that's what we're going for here. So we're getting some nice, you know, disgusting looking gums. Appreciate that, Cellular. I can't believe you've been here for the whole time. I appreciate that, definitely. So, yeah, so the next thing we'll do is I have another preset texture that I use a decent bit for some of this stuff, and I kind of prepared some of this, optimized it before this stream, but I'm going to go to this guy. Originally, I used this for Patrick4D's skin for that Pinhead Larry post. But you'll see this one, a little bit more complex, you know, but we'll see what happens here. Spherical to cubic. And you can see this is where we kind of get that scarred skin that I've used before in some other renders. But it does have some good subsurface scattering. Probably too much for this. So what I'm going to do is just take this guy and boost it up a little bit. No, that might be in here actually. Again, we love a good subsurface scattering, but if it's too much, they just look like they're pieces of candy, and we don't want that. But we do want this guy to look ratchet, so I think we're achieving our goal here. Again, I usually am using this on a bunch of different windows, but I see. Food is here. Someone just knocked on the door. Let's see. Oh, I see. That's where that's coming from. Sorry, it's hard to navigate some of this stuff. Oh, there we go. Wanted that orangey texture for him. There we go. I'm gonna go get my food real quick. Y'all stay here. Chick-fil-A doesn't get better. I feel like I should eat this not in front of the cam, to preserve the tiny bit of privacy I have left. But I can just finish this ear real quick, I guess. Let me just copy and paste this texture from the skin and just type ear. Yeah, so a little too much subsurface scattering on that ear. You can totally dim that down. Same thing with the eyelids, I think. Oops, not frontal, cubic. There we go. And then I'm going to take the teeth actually and use this as the eye. Or eyes, rather. And typically I'm literally just going for the eyes. Some of these guys, I'll just go and let's see. Yeah, some of this stuff is a little bit wonky, but I think the final result tends to speak for itself, hopefully. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I do post process my stuff in Photoshop afterwards, so that will come later. but I actually have a client meeting at 1 p.m., so I might have to actually cut this short, unfortunately. So his eye at this point kind of just looks rotten, which I'm cool with. I just need to make sure. Yeah, let me just take one of these guys and push him over. Yeah, this is the look I'm going for. Just disgustingly kind of just protruding. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks like it's just inflamed and just disgusting. There we go. Photoshop, it's more versatile. Lightroom is dope. I've used Lightroom before in like a photography class, and I like it, but a lot of times I'm doing stuff that is just Photoshop, where the like content aware stuff, and I just think I use Camera Raw inside of Photoshop, so it's kind of like I feel like the same thing. Something's still up with these eyes. And I think I might just go straight. This is going to be a crazy call here, but what I'm going to do is bring one of these guys out. Texture white. Hear me out here. Octane glossy. Yeah, I think that and that damn near is kind of what we're looking for. Now all there's left to do is which I might actually the displacer in this stuff with a white color. And just shrink these guys. Ooh, shrink these guys just a little bit. And I think that's good, guys. I will check back later. I'm just gonna do a little bit of post-processing in Photoshop, but to make this meeting that I have later, I'm gonna have to end the stream now. I hope you guys liked it. And yeah, I'll turn on the lights for the last second. That's pretty much the vibe. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and then we should be doing this more often. I'm gonna be posting this in like a few minutes. And yeah, please let me know in the comments of the Instagram if you guys watched this, if you guys liked it, and then yeah, we should be doing this more often. Thanks again, guys. Take it easy.